right, welcome everyone to the 5ers Live Trading Room.
Here we go once again. Oh, I think I've just been tagged into a trade.
Nice.
We'll,
trading right away. Yeah, we got some interesting moves today. We do have some interesting moves. Guys, you see the comment right there? I'm gonna pin that one. And I want you all to go to the pinned comment and make sure that you sign up for the Bootcamp Trading Week that is starting next week on November the 4th on Monday. The Bootcamp Week is officially starting. It's going to be a full week of expert traders sharing their trading systems, their all their knowledge in trading. It's designed basically to give you the knowledge to go through the Bootcamp Evaluation program that we got, because everyone at the end of that week will be able to buy a Bootcamp Evaluation, a 20K Bootcamp Evaluation account for only $10. Everyone who goes through that week and does all the assignments, and it's not going to be anything super advanced when it comes to the assignment. Basically, you go through the week. If you have paid attention, then you're definitely going to have an easy time.
Most of us already know how to do the assignments, isn't it? It's like the basic. It's really just basic stuff everybody knows, but it's those foundations as well are some of the most important things that I think we miss. So that's
yeah. No, you're absolutely right about that. It's the assignments are not difficult. The assignments are there to remind everyone of what's important, because you're as someone who's been trading for many years, sometimes you forget about the basics. We have Victor is in the background. You're free to add yourself, Victor, whenever you're ready. There we go. What's up, Victor?
Hello.
How's it going? Welcome.
Hi there, everyone. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic. It's had a stop loss being hit, but that's what it is. That's life.
You know what? I tell you what. Me being back, I'm rusty. I'm rusty at reading price. See, but I'm on a little bit of a losing streak. I'm not gonna lie. So
it happens to all of us.
It's a
difficult market.
It's do you know that you can only do one thing but just smile, because it's just like if you don't, you're just gonna cry. But
well, you know what? Speaking of difficult markets, a shout out to Abe, our community manager in the Discord. He just passed his first stage on his high stakes evaluation. So congratulations to you, Abe.
Oh, Abe.
It's amazing. You mean personally, I'm struggling a bit in the market right now. And Victor is, Alex is doing the same, and then we have Abe just smashing through the evaluation. So it's kind of like, I'm thinking maybe he trades a different way than we do, and we're in a cycle and he's in a cycle. So when we start winning, he'll start losing probably, So
do you know what I think it is there's times where edges, or you find an edge that can work for a few months, techniques that just suit really good conditions, and then there's other edges that suit like different. It's all it's all dynamic, and the only thing now is just preserving capital and not to blow anything, and maybe reduce risk a little bit.
Yeah. But that's what it's all about. And in the Bootcamp Trading Week, we're going to have a specific section, a specific session where we're going to talk about, of course, risk management, right? That's going to be a major part of the whole trading week, of course, because risk management is one of the most important things. And we're going to talk about things like, even though you have a bad period, a losing period. I know traders that go through several months of not making any money, having, a drawdown that lasts for a very, very long time. And it's only the best traders that are able to stay afloat during those times and actually, not lose the funded account and not lose too much. So risk management and making sure that you're staying afloat for as long as possible. Because for me, profitable trading is all about staying in the markets for as long as possible, so that you'll be able to take the opportunities when the market turns in your favor. Because from what I see from my own trading and from many other traders, is a lot of traders make around 80% of their profits in 20% of the time trading. So that would be like making a lot of money like 3 months out of the year, and then rest of the year they're making small amount of money, maybe break even, so it's
Losing most of it.
yeah, I mean, most people are like around break even and then small, pushes to the upside. And that's where the money is. Now, of course, you'll see people having like equity curves that go straight up to the upside. It's not super normal though. Not super super normal. Yeah.
Actually, drawdown is a fact of life. In every trader, in every strategy, you will have drawdown. There's no way to avoid that, and to think that you should, or to expect that you will not have any drawdowns is just ludicrous. It doesn't make sense. For longevity, it doesn't make sense. So the best way to deal with this is to know your drawdown, know about what is to be expected, and how manage that expectation. Because when we see equity graphs that go up very, very aggressively, what they're actually probably what is happening is that it's zoomed in, right, at a very specific period, not considering earlier or in the future the drawdowns that we'll be having. And they might be, if the equity curve is going up so aggressively, so will the drawdowns also be. And that is something that needs to be known in advance before you think long term. You have to adapt for drawdowns. It's a fact of life. There's no way around it.
Definitely. Let's start by doing a quick market overview here. So we'll look at the what I want to look at is where's my screen at? It's going to be right here. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to do updates on. Let's see, we got that one going to the 4-hour. We want to look at GU and GU and EU. And what we have here on GU, so we're going to update on yesterday. We did have a nice push to the upside yesterday. We're retracing that now though. So what I looked at yesterday, and we talked about this in yesterday's live stream as well, is a push above that level. And I actually did take this trade. I did get stopped out, however, but I did take this trade because I looked at this as a possible bottom formation that kind of looks like this. So you have a downtrend, and then I looked at the break above that level as a possible uptrend starting. Now we can still reclaim that, and if we start moving higher, I do feel like we're potentially putting in a bottom of the move to the downside that we've seen in the last couple of weeks. And the same is true for EU. I do think that EU never confirmed that break yet though, but we do have a similar pattern for EU. So what we have is obviously this downtrend right here, pretty strong downtrend. But here we are, and this is on the 4-hour. So this is EU on the 4-hour. We did form some type of bottom formation here, and we're now looking at something like that. So what I'm thinking in terms of EU, it would be a similar pattern as on GU, right? And a reclaim, a break and retest of this level right here. And that would be a possible trade up to that, what I believe is the FTA up here. But now if you zoom out on the daily for EU, you'll see that we had that big move to the downside, and we are obviously hitting a major level here. I think it's visible on the weekly as well. So I think we can have a level that kind of goes from that wick to perhaps that high. I mean, it's a big area on the weekly, but just to paint it here for you to kind of show you that this is a major level on the weekly. So on the daily, we're seeing a pause of this move to the downside. We did print a bullish engulfing candle right here, and obviously the move is losing momentum. So if you're a long-term swing trader and you're looking to catch the big moves, I think we have a possible opportunity on EU to hit that level and then hit the level above where the initial move was originated from. And you can see that this level right here on the daily is, I believe, that neckline on the 4-hour. So if we can confirm this bottom, I mean, I would be looking long-term for EU to perhaps put in a high time frame bottom here and come all the way up to where that down move was initiated. So I'm going to keep this drawing on this chart, and I will be, updating you guys on what we're getting here in terms of price action for that idea. Because we're moving on, we're going to look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is about to break into new all-time highs. It looks like we have It looks insane.
Top of the range. It can trap a lot of longs right now. It can trap a lot of longs, and if people are over leveraging, then it can quickly turn into, a sell-off. To be honest, we really need to see a lot of volume coming in with a lot of high, high volume coming in and lots of open interest coming from longs, and then a retest and then a continuation. If we don't get that, then I think this is just going to be like a failed auction, and we're going to range again until what's going to happen with
definitely. So what I'm saying is there's no breakout until there's actually a breakout, and right now we're just at resistance, and without having that proper breakout, it's just we're just trading at resistance like every time before. But what I do like is this whole structure right here, and I'm thinking that we perhaps can retest that level, and there might be a trade here. Now it's difficult because it's an obvious trade, this one for Bitcoin, and usually Bitcoin won't give us the obvious trade. It did give us a very good retest on that level here, however. Like that was a very good retest. Also formed like a double bottom here in the 4 hour, and then it broke out. So if we have something similar like that lower, maybe that's going to be the final entry before that move into all-time highs. So it looks very promising here for Bitcoin. Interesting how this happens, only I believe like 8 or 9 days before the elections. How long is
5 days?
Isn't elections?
It? 5 or 6 days.
All right. Very interesting price action. So gold is continuing its run to the upside. It looks just insane. It keeps, I keep forgetting, that, it's just insane. The price action of gold is, there's no other way to describe this. It's just absolutely crazy what's going on right here. I mean, we broke above that level right there. No retest of that level yet. And maybe we're never going to get a retest like that again. That we broke above that level again, last time, no retest of that level either. And then we had a massive breakout here, no retest of that level either. That's a breakout as well, no retest. So far, the idea that, we had the last time we actually retested the breakout level for gold was in August. Okay, so in August, we had that retest of the breakout level, but then that has never happened. We could say that is a possible retest, but it never really tested that level. So gold it's trading just like Bitcoin did in the past. When Bitcoin is in a massive bullish uptrend and a bull market, like right now Bitcoin is in a range, right? But when Bitcoin is in a massive bull run, it trades just like this. You get a breakout after breakout and no retest. So I feel like gold is it's really, it just keeps on picking up momentum here. And even though I feel like I do want to go long, I feel like every time I look at a long trade on gold, it feels like I'm buying the top because it feels insanely dangerous to be buying it this high with this momentum. But I don't know. I guess you should be following the trend as well.
Well, I think the fact that it's not retesting is a testament of the momentum, right? It's really one-sided. That's what you have when you have a one-sided market. Everyone wants to go long, and then the retraces are going to be very shallow or not even existent. So that is what we see. That's what we read with gold, and what you mentioned before with Bitcoin, and about buying being dangerous to buy this high. You can apply that to the equity market a long time for many years, and you would still not have made the best choice if you just waited for the retrace on the equity market. That maybe sometimes that doesn't happen for many years, and it just keeps going up and up and up. And so you have to, I think, put it into perspective, right? It looks very strong and at a very high level, but then again, these are major moves, like macro, huge moves. So, for example, in Bitcoin, this can go on and on without retracing. It's possible. I don't mean to say it's going to happen. And it's the same thing with gold. We have many issues, geopolitical, elections, and other, monetary, fiat value perception of the fiat, the value of fiat money and being eroded. That's something huge. If you think about it, the whole world, the confidence of the whole world eroding in fiat money, that's gigantic. So if that has any influence on what is happening to gold, and I think it has, then gold could be, I don't know, many dozens of percentages higher than where it is right now, and who knows what will be the top. So yeah, I think it's important to put things into perspective.
Okay, guys. So we're going to be looking at. I want to be looking at the pairs in place. I want us to select a couple of pairs that we think that we might want to be trading in the live trading session that we're going to be going into in about 10 minutes or so. I do have a list of pairs that I do like, and I'm looking at my priority list right here, and I do like silver, and this is the idea is based on more of a low time frame trade here. I'm looking for a possible entry on silver here based on the retest that we're getting around these areas right here. Now, of course, gold is super bullish. We got momentum to the upside, very, very strong. And I'm looking for possible long-term, low time frame entry on silver here once this... I need some confirmation here first, maybe a break and retest of this level. So we'll see if we get that during the live stream here, but that's one of the pairs I'm looking at. We also have, let me see, what else do I have? I got AUD USD. So what I'm looking for on AUD USD is perhaps a low time frame trade based on the retest of that level, because what I see on AUD USD is a big 4-hour bullish engulfing candle right here, and I'm thinking we got a good support level here. If we can, go into lower time frames and even see a possible something, just if some bullish reaction down at that level. And I got you. Let's see what else do we have? AUD USD, not that one. Let's move that away. Euro USD, I don't think is very interesting to be trading today.
I'm long Euro USD, but
Right.
this is on, it's when in drawdown, go back to the stuff that all this trying to swing trade and stuff on FX is killing me. So I've gone back to the lower time frames, doing what I know best.
Yeah.
And I do think there's a nice opportunity at the moment to go long. We will see what happens.
How many say in Euro NZD? Let's take a look at that one. See if we
Euro
can perhaps
NZD,
add that. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Looks like we do have possible momentum to the upside. Let's add that. I'm going to be adding that to the priority. See what else do we have? NZD USD. I like NZD USD as well.
I thought there was a bit of a sell-off over, pound and mostly pound actually. Pound's pretty weak today. So maybe we can see a little bit of a retracement back for pound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to be opening up
pound. Pound's sold off like crazy today. I'm
going to open up MetaTrader here.
Yeah, I'll put my MetaTrader on as well, just ready.
I'm thinking what I want to be doing now is from now on going forward, I want to be doing, we're going to be doing live trading basically. So we're going to be focusing on live trading, and we're going to be having a specific focus on the lower time frames in today's session. So we do have our list of pairs, or at least I have mine, and then we all have probably ideas on what we want to be trading, and we'll see if we can find any interesting opportunities throughout the day.
Yep.
I agree with you, Alex. I see GU very weak. I wouldn't, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be showing strength. I'm going to show my chart. Let me get that ready.
We forgot to look at the news. We gotta make sure we do a quick check of the news as well. Okay, we got.
Go ahead.
We got pending home sales for the U.S., crude oil inventories, and Bank of Canada, Governor something. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, but someone speaking at the Bank of Canada. But that's tonight. So today, during the course of the live stream, we got pending home sales and crude oil inventories, which should not affect our trading much today.
Pending home sales might.
But it might. That's going to be in 40 minutes. I don't think that's going to be a major event though. But we'll keep that into consideration, of course.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about GU. If we compare that with EU, of course, we talked about this yesterday, and you mentioned this today, Jonatan, how we might have there is a possibility of a reversal in EU. And if that's going to be the case, then you can have targets much higher than where we are right now. And all of that, we mentioned this as well. There's a bullish structure on the daily that was formed, and we did have a reaction yesterday. We actually mentioned or showed where the possible area was the reversal point, which actually worked out nicely. That was indeed turned out to be the reversal point for yesterday. So there is some bullishness coming in for EU, but if you consider the daily time frame and you look at GU, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. There's that disconnect. So where EU was able to form a bullish structure at this swing low, GU wasn't able to do that. Not only that, it is respecting bearish structures very neatly. So and right now it's showing a bearish order block to be formed again. So that's something that I wouldn't like to see. It's very weak, to be honest. If we even consider what the impulse of today was, it's just very bearish, right? You have the that bearish H4 order block being formed with very impulsive move. Where does it do that? It does it with a daily bearish structure. So it seems to me, it's very obvious to me that it's following a sell script, right? It's following the plan of the sellers. So I see weakness, a lot of weakness in GU. And for EU, which is looking much better, we have an H4 quasi that is still at play. We did identify this area yesterday as the possible area of a reversal, and so far it has turned out to be the case. And we have broken the neckline of another quasi formation local. Let me indicate that with a mark. This quasi right here is forming very nicely. But what I don't like to see is what I don't like. What is happening right now is we have a lot of selling coming in from this swing point, right? And if we consider that, what do we see on the H4? We see an outside bar, right? The low of this previous one is 814, and that's also the close of the last candle, which was 25 minutes ago closed. So that is a borderline, but it did overtake, so it is an outside bar. I don't like to see that when we're having a H4 bullish quasi in progress. You want to be seeing signs of bullishness coming in, and this is the opposite. So I'm still waiting. Yesterday I didn't get a signal, and we'll see today if we get a signal for a long or not.
Yeah, we'll see what EU's doing. I think I might get a TP finally after all of these losses. Again, it's I think when you're swing trading as well, you got to get used to swing trade. I can swing trade on crypto pretty well. Trying to do it on FX, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. And I don't actually know why. I don't know if it's just because of its kind of returning to the meme type of characteristics. I don't know. It's maybe market conditions. I'm not too sure, but sticking to the lower time frames is what at the moment is probably what I'm going to have to stick to if I want to trade FX.
I think kind of makes sense because as a swing trader, I do see that the moves that like last year, let's say you're getting in on a break and retest, and you have the breakout, which creates a high, and then you buy the retest, which creates a higher low, And then as a swing trader, a lot of times you want to see that last high being broken, and for a new trend to continue or move higher. But what I see is a lot of times this year, you don't even get that move up above the local high. It just hits entry, moves up a little bit, and then straight down. So obviously, being able to catch that move and catch some of the profits, some of the initial profits, that's only going to be possible if you're looking at the lower time frame. So I think that there is this. I think trading on the lower time frames works in all market conditions, but swing trading is not going to work in all market conditions, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're always going to be able to find
Depends on the moves
opportunities
as
on
well.
lower time
It depends
frames.
it depends how big your it depends how big again, it
We're in the
depends how you're
same trade, by the
trading.
way, on EU.
Oh yeah. It
Well,
depends
not
again
really. Okay.
if you're trading in a range, if you're trading, you're in a break retest continuation type of trend trade. It depends on a lot of stuff, but what I feel as well when we're getting into a lot of these positions on FX and holding for overnight and stuff, that the majority of time they've just been coming back to take me out, and I've been leaving a lot of good positions on the table.
Yeah. No, I think that's the problem I've seen this year as well with swing trading. It's you're not really like it's. I feel like the Forex market is not trending much nowadays. It's I mean, as a market, it's not really a trending market. It's designed to be stable, right? But you're still gonna be seeing trends. I mean, the way technical analysis and markets work, if you move into the low time frames, you will see trends, right? But what I see is that the 4-hour trends that I saw very clearly during perhaps COVID and even last year is not as clean and clear this time around.
Well, the thing is, the market is fractal. So coming back to what you mentioned before, whether or not a certain type of trading is better to withstand different market conditions. My humble opinion is that every strategy has a period where they perform better, and they will have rough patches. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you're a swing trader, if you're a scalper or not. You will have, the only difference is, of course, is the length of those periods, because if you're on a lower time frame, the length will be less, and if you're a swing trader, that could be days, even weeks, or even months where you have rough patches. But I think every strategy will have periods of market conditions that they don't extract any profits net in the end. And the other thing you mentioned about the Forex, well, I would say that the trend, the market oscillates, in which you said that on the H4 previously and other periods and COVID and afterward, they were very clear, very technical market condition where you could recognize the patterns on the H4. But the fact is, at least not a fact, I don't want to state it that strongly, but I think that the market moves, fluctuates, oscillates in the time frame it is forming its pattern. Sometimes it's on the H4, and that's what happened that you were able to identify it and trade it. But it doesn't. That's not the case always. Sometimes it might be on the H8, on the H12, on the H whatever. It oscillates in the periodicity, the time frame that it does things, the frequency of the sinus in math and physics. You have the sinus movement. It has different time frame that it presents itself. And when it goes to another frequency, if you're only looking at H4, you will not be seeing it, but it is happening on another time frame. So I think that's something, that's my opinion about how the market works. That it comes and goes and it fluctuates in the time frame. It shows us those patterns. Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Man, I got the, oh man, you're up 1.5K on that one. I'm up 400. I'm looking at your P&L. I'm like, all right.
But yeah, I'm
Even 20 lots on that.
But I'm now. I had the idea of I was going to bring the stops and trail them, so I wasn't too worried about the risk too much. I was still only risking 1%, even though I'm in drawdown. I was still only risking just over 1%, but I was planning to trail early, which before I was doing a lot of. Well, I was only doing just set and forget. I've been hurt too many times at the moment, so now I'm just trailing. So trailing until it's better for me just at the moment while I can just preserve.
I took TP. I took TP on EU just at that low to that swing point to the left, right where price is hitting right now.
I could leave one in, take this one out, and then trail the rest. That could be. I think
that's a great idea. Well. You know what? I would close one of the positions now if I were you, because it's really testing that swing low. I'm not doing to the left.
I did to you yesterday.
I'll try.
Trade your own trade, guys. Trade your own trade.
All right, so I'm up. Today we're up 100. Well, 165. I'm risking 0.25 though. You're risking 1%. So. Yep.
Yeah, you know what? It's an issue as well with me because I'm so used to trading the size that I'm trading and the time frames that I'm trading. Going into swing trading as well, I kind of wanted to keep the size, and that was also a big mistake that I shouldn't have done because that's why I say leverage is addictive, and you've got to be really careful with leverage because going from really having really big positions maybe on lower time frames. When you go to a swing time frame, you really have to keep the risk the same, and that means you're going to have to lower the amount of leverage you're using. You're going to have to lower the position. You're going to have a smaller position. That's just how it is. And there you go. Even I've been trading for years, and I still make little psychological mistakes like that. Mostly coming out of greed and revenge trading and stuff like that, so it does happen. I'm gonna close. That's basically it. What was the famous words of Tom Dante? Don't be for a tick.
That's right.
Guys, put that in the comment which word you feel I used, okay? Can't say it on stream, but you guys can write it.
I think you can write it. I think YouTube is not gonna do anything.
Don't be for a tick. If you know, you know.
All right.
Oh, okay. Alex, Alex in the comments. Well done. You get a Fredo next time I see you.
Your use is pushing higher. Like that. I like what I'm seeing there.
Yeah, if we can get a little push up here, I'll move the stops up to under this little bit of a little demand.
I might have I'm gonna go long on EU again, probably on the next higher low. So if we have a new swing point, a higher low, I'll probably, if I can take a trade. Let us know where you guys are from. I wanna know where you guys are from. And Victor, why don't you tell them about your traveling lifestyle? You've been in like different parts of the world last couple of live streams. It's pretty cool.
Yes,
this guy's just flying around and trading.
Wow, best job in the world.
It is.
That's one of the benefits of being a full-time trader, right? You don't have you're not fixed to any given location. You can travel around as much as you can, as long as you have an internet connection and some basic equipment like a laptop, and you can do your job. But things I mean, I'm on vacation, but I love trading, so I still trade even if I'm on vacation, and that is, to me, I'm not even when I'm at home, I don't feel I'm working, even though full-time trader is my job. I don't feel I enjoy it. So that is, I to me, it's the best job in the world, and I get to do it anywhere. So currently, I'm in Latin America, and we later after the stream, I'm catching a flight to another city. Yeah, that's me trading as usual.
Very cool. And how do you manage trading when you're traveling? Because the way you're trading is you're probably looking at like the higher time frames, you're looking at levels, but you're entering base. Oh, EU is flying, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I moved the stop, and I'm just gonna trade it.
Maybe how much are you up on that one right now? Oh wow, you're making some money.
Point
Nice.
3.
Wow, that's really
we got
money.
this area.
No, but Victor, like I said, you're looking at the higher time frames, and then you're kind of like entering based on the lower time frames. Are you able to manage the trade while on the road, or how do you do you have specific sessions you trade, or?
I keep the same time, the periods, because all of my data is based on those time slots, the periods that I trade. So I try to trade as much as, the same as I trade at home, the same times. And if I'm traveling, I know, let's say today I'm not going to be available at the whole period. What I do is I'm going to be doing everything correctly the time that I have available. Right now, I have available a couple of hours. I will trade, and I will have my system is that I don't need to manage my trades that much. Once I'm in, it's either going to be to TP1 and that's it, or TP1 and TP2, or stop loss, of course. And I don't have to give anything. Once I get in, I know where the targets are, and I just leave it in. At the end of the day, of course, I need to watch out to see if this is going to be left open or not, if it's a day trade or something for an overnight. But I can do that easily with on a laptop, on a phone, basically anywhere. So it's only a small decision. I don't have to be in front of the screens those times. Only if I'm waiting for a setup to occur. But trade management, since my trade management is very minimalistic, I can do that anywhere. And actually, I have a an EA for management to automate a couple of things that I don't even have to do. But I still do it manually just to make sure that it's done. So I make sure it's properly done. So the only difference is, if you're traveling, in my case, is that I'm not going to have entries as if I'm on the go. But once I get to somewhere, I can trade, get entries, and put in my TP, stop loss, and enjoy today wherever I am.
Nice. That sounds really good. Currently I'm long GU. I bought the low time frame breakout here on GU, hoping that we'll get a push to the upside here. Looks like we're rejecting resistance here though, so I might be.
That's good though, because that'll give me a lower high as well to trail my stop, and then I'll move the take profit higher. If it just keeps going up like this, I'm just going to leave the take profit. If it gives me a nice retest that I can actually trail it, then I'll move the take profit higher and trail it as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to show so much.
No, me neither. Because if I were expecting that move, I'd probably not have closed it.
Yeah, I was I have an area there of interest, but the way price action on the lower time frame, the price action I saw, made me not want to trade anything here. But it's a great trade, Alex. Very well done.
Yes, finally. Finally. Yes. Took a while. That trade yesterday as well, when I had a trade a short when it was a short with a take profit with my stop loss above the top of the range. I was just like looking back at it, I was like, why did I take that trade for? It was like not even a normal trade that I would take.
That entry you got there was very, very good. What made you what made you enter on that?
Consolidation, break of the consolidation, break of the range, break, retest, continuation. That's all. Same stuff that I'll be do like same stuff that I do all the time in the trading room. Is just now, this last week I've been trying to do it on an hourly chart and all kinds of stuff. So I'm just sticking to what I know best. And at the end of the day, that's the way it works, and that's the way it works.
By the way, Jonatan, we got many people in the audience telling us where they're located currently at. It's nice to see we have people from all over the world. I read cool. Panama, UK, India, Latvia, Ghana. The list goes on and on. Chile, nice. Peru. It's nice to see all those. We have traders all around the world enjoying our streams.
We do. It's awesome. We truly do have a global community here.
I really like what ETH has been doing, to be honest. I think ETH, if you have a look at the ETH chart and the EU chart on the 1 minute, obviously ETH, I'm looking at it on a daily chart. It's fractal, the same thing that you're looking. Oh, gotta show you. It's absolutely. How do I bring on a picture onto the screen?
I don't know if you can on.
I think you have to share the trading view window instead.
I don't think you can in MT5 paste anything.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Unless I do, hold on. Because this is actually really interesting. Well, for me, it's interesting. I don't know if for everybody else it's interesting. Hold on, let me just move that up there. This is. I don't know if this is even going to work. Let's have a look, see if it's possible. You see what I'm saying? The same kind of like, it's on a daily on ETH, but same kind of like really strong push down, consolidation. I'm expecting we have the same kind of move that we have on EU now on the 1 minute is going to be the same on ETH USD on the daily. It's just going to take a long. It's going to take a long time,
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing the same thing. I mean, it's a breakout there, then yeah, definitely. I think that's very possible. Would you rather trade gold or EU? Well, EU, I think. Moving. Well, yeah, but I would definitely feel more comfortable with EU.
Here we go. Is it going to come back down and just take me out? Wow. Can hear a pin drop.
I'm just so focused, you know, on the trade here. Gold is gold looks like it wants to come down lower on the lower time frames at least. I feel like I perhaps want to short this. Let me show you my GU idea that I have here as quickly. So this is the GU breakout I'm trading. It's I got my first TP up here.
Nice.
I think as long as that breakout continues, we'll be moving.
Easy. Oh mate, it's gonna hit the TP right now.
Nice.
Yeah, nice trades.
Because I'm moving.
We got about 2. I don't know if I can move the take profit. I think that's a bit greedy, me moving the take profit for the 4th time. It comes to a time where you gotta take profits, man. I guess.
I'm moving my stop losses up for these positions. 1 hour has closed there. I'm gonna close one of these trades.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my stop loss higher.
Yeah, so I'll close this one. It's a bigger position. In case that's just a fake out. We'll see.
We're pretty close.
Thank you to all my Indian traders. We do have a lot of Indian traders with the firm. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for being and choosing the 5ers as your prop firm. And thank you for choosing the tightest spreads in the trading industry.
Yeah, you can't actually
TP being hit here. Gonna get TP hit. I'm closing that one. So looking at the profits for today, we got GBP, USD, and EU. We're up to all winners. Good session today. And now let's give it all back.
That's what I'm saying. It's awful to say, but it's like, even though this is a good trade, it doesn't actually give just to all the bad trades before it, you know.
What are you talking about? This makes it makes up for all of it. This makes up for everything. Like, emotionally, I feel so good, and then I'll have one loser. I'm like, all right, that's right.
That's how it feels.
That's how I'm supposed to be feeling.
Yeah, because even though it looks like good profits and stuff, it's really just only building back everything that I had, you know, a few days.
Yeah, I mean, I can open this up and I can flex. I can flex with $1,000 profit in an hour. But then you have to think about the fact that
we've been complaining for the last hour about how we've been
that's under 1% profit on the account. So yeah.
In a session, though. In a session. This is what I struggle with, is not I personally, but a lot of people struggle with, is that they think they have to make 10% in a week. And that's why a lot of day traders give
Sebastian, I was going to comment on this. Like, this is not the week of mastery. This is just a warm up to the actual bootcamp trading week. So the bootcamp trading week is starting next week, and that's when you're going to get the true knowledge. Daniel is asking, can you share some take profit strategy ideas, especially if you are a price action trader? Yeah, very simple. Very, very simple. Take profit at the next level above. Now, of course, you see that this breakout, I did, of course, take profits a little bit earlier looking at price action, but we could have just seen something completely different. But okay, so you're looking at potentially taking this trade. Okay, so where do you want to take profit of this one? So what I look at is different levels, right? So we have obviously one level here, and that's the level that got broken. This is what prompted me to take the trade. And then we look at the next level above, which I believe would be like this area here. But there's also a consolidation right here. So the way I would trade this is basically that you create an idea, right? And this idea here would be breakout up to the next level above, basically level to level. So yeah, it's just level to level. So you're looking at the next level above, but you also have to look at the low time frame market noise or whatever, where you think there might be some reaction. And that's why we always talk about the first trouble area.
Yeah, I think we got
Understanding the first trouble area, what that is, will greatly help you in your take profit strategy.
I'm not surprised this is where I'm going to get taken out. Got like that equal high, and that's turning into a wick. Oh wow, that's nice. Just doesn't want to come down. You just love that, you know. Go on, just stay and take me out. Go on, just make a long wick.
I want to add on that when we talk about the FTA, right? You can see on the 5 minute as well. This is very clear. This is actually a very clear bottom formation on the 5 minute as well. And so this level up here is where the down move kind of originated from, or at least when it broke this level is when it accelerated, right? And then you can see that it paused here, had a touch of resistance here, and then it kind of forms a lower highs, lower lows. Then you form higher highs, higher lows right here, break that one. And I view this as just air. This is a vacuum, right? And it needs to be filled, right? Just like a vacuum wants to be filled, this feels like this is a magnet, right? And price is being pulled up into this level. So to me, that would be an FTA. And I'll always try to make sure that I put more emphasis on the most recent price action. So I'm looking at on the right side of the chart most of the time, and I put more emphasis on the right side of the chart. A lot of wow.
What is that?
No, I don't know, but I'm pushing up. Oh no,
that's the news coming out soon. You should close that trade, dude. Okay, don't close the trade. Do not close the trade. Let's do opposite of what I'm doing. Do not close the trade. Stay in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna trail it. Hold on. This is go on.
Oh my god.
No, we're in good. We're in good. We're good.
That move to me is the piercing of the H1 order block that's there. Normally, or not normally, before it had that move, you could see on the lower time frame how it had pins, it had wicks, and that was the rejection or the supply coming in. And as soon as it took it over, you can see that it's obvious to everyone that the wall has been broken, and it then floods in, and that's what you see, that big candle. That's the buying coming in, and they took over the sellers. To me, that's the border of the lower border of a bearish structure on the H1. You can see that on the charts. That's usually how price moves around order blocks, right? It comes back to them to retest them. And on the borders, you can see how it reacts. And as soon as it's clear, the border is broken, the wall is broken, you get a flood in, and it's an influx of orders being executed, and that's what you see there. I trade exactly that because of that reason.
I'm about to take a long on gold.
Maybe I can show everything I just said.
But take the trade. If I take the trade on gold now, I'm not gonna break any news restrictions.
Go on. It doesn't want to come down.
Where's the stop loss at?
I can show what I just mentioned, but if I do, then I'll have to replace your terminal.
I reckon we've got like a couple more minutes in this trade, and then it's going off. I'm just going to take the profits and run.
All right, I'll after you do that, I'll tell you.
Trailing it quite aggressively. No.
Yeah, I'm long gold here because I feel like giving back some profits. I feel like it's been doing too well, and I need to give the market makers what I owe them. So a specific approach to managing trades until TP is hit. There's a lot of different ways to do that, but I think one of the best ways to do it is to trail your stop up with every new level being reclaimed, or that could also be if you're going long, for example. Let's say you're buying a breakout, and if you have a breakout and then a retest of the breakout level and continuation, well, that's when you can then move your stops to where the retest happens, right? And then when you have a new swing low, you
That
just
is
move.
ridiculous, isn't it? That's ridiculous.
I can't believe you got in at that very low.
Yeah, a little bit of luck.
A little bit.
But I trade this way all the time. I trade this way in the live trading rooms all the time. It's just
Yeah, but that's not luck. I mean, that's just being able to, stay in the game for as long as possible to get this trade.
no. So
that's what it's all about.
This I wouldn't. If I would have done set and forget, I wouldn't have been in this trade.
Yeah,
The
maybe you shouldn't.
trailing stuff. Yeah, maybe the trailing would is not. I don't normally do that, but.
Okay, we got news coming out in about 2 minutes, about 2 minutes.
Should we just leave it just for I'm not going to lose, to take the.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, you're up. Oh, really? You closed that one. So
yeah, buddy.
You made about like 4K on that one.
Nice. That's
nice.
Awesome.
All right, go on, Victor. You take over, mate. You take over. I need some water.
All right. Let me get my my chart ready and to explain or talk about what I just saw, what we just saw, that little impulse there, influx of orders coming in. It's, do I get everything? Yes. All right, so my screen is on. Yes. Okay. Let me.
Yep.
When we see this, of course, we had. I talked about the order block on the H4, but that's not relevant right now. What I was talking about was the H1. We had this this order block already put in way before price came to it, right? Because it is based on these two candles, so it has nothing to do with current price action. At least you would think so. However, when you identify this line, which is the lower border of that order block, and that's why I mark my order blocks, right? This where I just put in that horizontal.
Wait, I don't think there's a screen, so you have to reload that screen.
Okay, no problem. Let's do that. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as I was saying, the order block that I was mentioning is this H1 order block here, and the way this is one of the reasons why I I draw them the way I do. I use not the typical way of order blocks where other people might take the whole candle, right? The opposite, the last candle in the opposite direction of the impulse, which would be putting the the border here. I don't do that. And the reason is just for what we saw, Alex, the price action right before hitting that TP. If the order block is considered at the open of that candle, that last buy candle in before it drops down, that being the lower border of the order block, then means that that's this yellow horizontal line, right? If we go to lower time frames, you can see how price comes to it, and it had this is tiny, but it happens so often all the time, not every time, but so often that you can actually trade it on different time frames. When price, I'm going to take off I'm going to change the color on this so that you can identify which one it is. Let's make it, I don't know, let's make it purple. Let's make it this color, that color, maybe even stronger, right? That's the, I'm gonna make it white. Maybe that's more visible. It stands out a little bit more. All right, so that is the lower border of that order block. If you go to lower time frame, you can see how when price comes to that level, right? It has a little wick there that it gets into the order block, right, onto the line, and there's selling coming in, and that pushes price just a little bit, and that leaves that little wick. It does
we got
that
a lot
again.
of volatility coming in, so I just want to say that we it seems like the news did give us a quite a nice push on the upside.
Yeah,
Hey, look at
and
GU. It's just pushing. All right, never mind. Go ahead, sir.
and as you see price coming into that, and if we zoom even further, remember this is the 1 minute, right? And you can see this all over a lot of times in price action. Price comes in with very precision. This is 1 minute, and it rejects or it retreats a little bit. It does that a couple of times, and until it, price action shows higher lows, and eventually you see a breakout, and that breakout is it is the break of that lower border of that order block, when it's obvious for everyone that this supply area, this structure is not going to hold. And what by structure I mean just the lower border, not the whole order block. You can actually trade this. You can build a system based on the reaction that price will have when it gets to an order block, the first border it gets. And this influx is not a surprise to me. That is when the walls, if so to speak, break, and you have the flood of the buyers coming in because they took over all the sellers that were defending the lower border of that order block. And it's something that we can see them very, very often in the market. That's what I wanted to say, and explains why this big handle, it came from out of nowhere, right? This big handle, but it's very logical. It's perfectly logical when you consider all of the what I just explained.
Okay, so I'm just going through the markets here, see if. Okay, so they want me to explain gold. I think not a very good trade, if I'm going to be honest, but it looks like a decent opportunity. It is into. Problem with gold is it's kind of like into resistance, but it makes sense on the lower time frame. So this is just going to be a quick in and out, and I'll be sharing gold analysis shortly. It's
Maybe
look at
okay.
this right here. I closed GBP USD here. Look at this move. This is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts right here. GU moving higher. And what's really frustrating about GU is the fact that my stop loss for my swing trade was here. That was my stop loss. That red, this one right here. On that wick, that was my stop loss. That's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Can you please share the news rule? Yeah, when you're on a high stakes account, you can't trade 2 minutes before the news and 2 minutes after the news. If you do take a trade, it's a soft beach though, so you will not lose the account, but you will lose any profits that you've made if you've entered the trade. I mean, it's okay if you enter a trade 1 hour earlier than the news and then TP gets hit on that position. That's okay, right? But you're not supposed to be trading based on the news, and you can't open positions 2 minutes before the news and 2 minutes after the news. If your plan is to make money based on a news move, then that would be a breach of the news trading rules, basically. What if you lost money in a trade? Yeah, you'll lose money, but you will not gain money. So if you take a trade during news and you lose money, that's on you. But if you make money, you won't get that profit. And the only reason for that is we don't want people to trade in news. Like it's a massive risk for the firm. We don't want news trading. So we do not allow news trading because it's a massive risk for the for the firm. But if the losses are on you, because you shouldn't be trading the news.
Yeah. You got to keep the loss.
Yeah. That's a big move on GU. Okay. Gold trade. It's not the trade I wanted to take. It's going to be that one.
We got someone in the audience asking if you're able to scalp with a 20K high stake account. Yes, you can. You can scalp with any account of the 5ers. There is no there's nothing wrong with the scalping as far as the 5ers goes.
Yeah, you have the full freedom to trade whatever trading style you want, as long as you don't try to trade the major news events. And when it comes to the news event, the risk department at the 5ers are looking at the Forex Factory news calendar. So that's the one you want to be looking at, the red folder news on Forex Factory. I am long on gold, as you can see right here. But it is not a very good trade. Let's see if we can find an entry on something else. Wow.
We had the news coming out, and we also had the in about 22 minutes we have another. This is an orange folder, crude oil inventories, coming out in 20 minutes, a little more than 20 minutes. It's like a rocket, that EU move.
Oh, damn. Maybe I should have left it.
EU, Alex.
Yeah,
this is insane.
Still pretty happy with all that energy. I had to go and find some chocolate cake just to.
Chocolate cake, nice.
Yeah, I just had to find some chocolate cake to sort me out. Wow, now we've actually got to talk to each other.
Yeah, seems so.
Yes, for this person and everyone else wondering if you're able to trade news during news on a Bootcamp account, yes, you can. There's nothing, the news restriction trading, right? 2 minutes before, 2 minutes after, it only applies to the high stake account, not the Bootcamp, not the hyper growth account.
I'm closing the gold trade here.
I just made back pretty much all the losses for the week.
Nice.
Really.
Nice.
Yeah, just like $600 from all the losses so far. That just shows how much I lost. God, you gotta love trading.
Yeah, it's all about the red folder news on Forex Factory, not the orange ones, not the yellow one. It's the red folder news. Okay, I'm looking at a possible long on USD CAD. We go long. Where's the stop loss at? It can be all the way down there.
Let me see what good old Ethereum is doing right now. Wow, Pepe flying. That's really interesting.
Wow. It is.
It is. Ava flying. Wow, OP as well. 5% on the day.
Yeah, I guess there's, we had a move on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at all-time highs, close to
Bitcoin's at
all-time
all.
highs. People are
Really?
anticipating. Yeah, Bitcoin is close to, but I mean,
Oh,
people are
it
anticipating.
reached. It didn't really. It literally was like a couple of dollars. It nearly all
Yeah,
time high.
I think people are anticipating Bitcoin to break out, and money is flowing into altcoins.
Think now how many people are shorting this top. If they get caught offside and there is like a massive volume that pushes them out, and then that just gets added and added and added. Yeah, man, we're looking for an interesting couple of days, and EU is just ridiculously pushing up higher. It's crazy. How is Solana losing money today? I just don't understand.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that to you.
Right? Like, it's still stuck in its like kind of consolidation. It's still really hasn't found true conviction to break its accumulation. The thing is, the longer the accumulation, the bigger the next move up, baby. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so a lot of selling pressure on USD CAD. Not really. Should have kept that gold trade open. It kind of feels like with what's silver doing here?
who would have thought as well? I know I keep talking about crypto, but who would have thought BNB would just be like an absolute monster that it is?
Well,
Well,
I came to the crypto space much later, so I don't have an opinion on that.
The BNB, obviously, like every other token that, well, actually, I think Bitfinex is behind USDT, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I guess that's more successful.
Yeah, but I mean, Binance is definitely at the forefront.
Yeah.
Crypto, and the
Why
Binance
is
token
that?
has been insanely strong.
Why is that? Why have they been able to be perceived and actually be the number one in volume? Are they?
Yeah.
Its
Binance.
founder went to prison. Maybe it has something to do with that. No, but it's just they had a really good product. The Binance
Ad?
exchange is a really good product. The Binance exchange was one of the first really good crypto exchanges out there, and most of the exchanges out there are basically copying Binance. So you got Binance and Bybit, which is the biggest one, and it seems like Bybit came, I believe, a bit after Binance. But Bybit is very successful, has really good interface and everything. But Binance is kind of like the one that started mostly. But I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a crypto exchange that kind of started everything, that created the perpetual futures contracts as well. That is BitMEX. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, is it BitMEX? I thought it was Bitfinex.
No, that was BitMEX.
BitMEX.
But I don't know if you guys remember I don't know if you ever traded on BitMEX, but that was like the wild west of crypto, where you had like everyone is going in there, using 100 times leverage. I think at one time you could have like 1,000 times leverage on BitMEX. It's just insane.
Yeah, but
a
they
lot of money was lost.
There was either went bust or there was a scandal that they lost loads of money, or they got robbed or something like that. I can't remember what happened to it.
Well, BitMEX, yeah, I know, I know Ivan on tech. I would say, yeah. Probably shouldn't say
Even
what I
on
think
tech.
about that. Never mind.
Who's
Why
got
did
a-
I close gold?
Even on tech, sorry, I've got to go back. Who's even on tech? I know him from Twitter. What's he got to do with BitMEX?
Nothing. But there was something with BitMEX. Arthur Hayes, I believe, didn't he go to jail? I think he went to jail. Founder of Binance went to jail as well. Interesting. Crypto is an interesting place. Okay, so it looks like gold is... Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of looking to... Yeah, I'm gonna go into that long again on gold, actually.
Okay, now I've turned yellow. There you go.
Am I sharing my screen? I am. Okay, let's go over to TradingView a bit. Yeah, let's take a look at NAS. A lot of people are trading the indices. Indices seems to be very popular, especially NAS. Ahmed is asking, why did you exit gold? Because let me show you. Now, obviously, that was a bad mistake because price went up. But let me show you why I want, because this is not what I want to see. This type of price action right here. If you go to the 15-minute and you extend it, you have like straight through here. This is just resistance. So what I did was I bought this price action. And now I feel more comfortable because we have a double formation reclaim of that neckline, but now we've broken above the resistance level, so we've cleared the resistance basically. And looking, I'm going to adjust the TP on this one because obviously we have lots of momentum on gold, and I want to see at where could those potential highs. And I'm thinking. I'm just gonna. No, I think I have stop loss in a pretty good, TP in a pretty good area here. Let's go back to just 100 in Nasdaq. I wonder why people. What makes the indices interesting? Do you guys think?
Well, one thing, it's very trend following, right? It's very trendy. That's one of the biggest differences. And if you are a trend trader, and that can be a game changer, because you only have to identify the trend and follow it, get a good entry point, and that's something the equities offer. The commodities also sometimes very trendy that Forex doesn't offer.
I'm going short on
Interesting.
EU.
I mean, we can look at US 100 here with Nasdaq. We have, I mean, this is a really good. We're going short on EU.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Why exactly? Why?
Because of the massive push up. I'm just looking for that retest of the 50 EMA.
What's your volume on that?
Still
10 lots.
10 lots. Yeah.
This is Alex volume.
I know what you're saying.
I'm gonna.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
You can get jackpot one time, but you can break your psychology one time. Yeah, that's the Alex way.
We'll see in a minute. if I give back
We have
half of
active
it.
assignments. So during the bootcamp trading event that is coming up next week, we do have active assignments. So you can, you're going to be watching the bootcamp trading week. You're going to be watching the live streams. You're going to be watching the sessions that we have, 2 sessions a day, 1 pre-recorded. Then we've got live streams as well. And during that, you will have, you'll get assignments, right? And those assignments will be based on the content that we've given you, and when you've submitted all the assignments, you will be able to buy a 20k bootcamp evaluation account for only $10. 20k, did I say 10k? I meant 20k.
Yeah, I think I'm all right.
All right, so I was looking at NASDAQ, right? And I want to show you something. I feel like when I look at this on a 4-hour, it's that there's a lot of wicks. There's a lot of, not really sure what's going on here, but one thing I saw with this move here is just beautiful, right? Because you have that high right there, just gets tested perfectly. So I'm wondering what this looks like on the lower time frame. Not only do we have a test of the last high right there, we also probably have a test of the reload zone as well. That is perfect right there. I'd like to see how this looks on the lower time frames. If you were able, I mean, look at that. That's insane volatility right there.
And this is insane how it reacts to the levels as well.
Yeah,
I think that's why people like it as well, because it reacts really well to support and resistance and areas of demand and supply and demand.
Yeah. So let's see if do we have any other options like that.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Yeah. What's embarrassing?
Nothing.
Let's look at EU. Let's look at EU. What is EU doing? Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. No, yeah, it's gonna be $10. No fee added to that. It's $10, and then you get funded. And then when you get funded and you make a shit ton of money, you'll send 10% of your profits to. I'll give you the email in the comments, and you'll send 10% of everything you make to the trading room, $5ers.com. That's a joke. Do not do that. Please do not do that.
We're still in the game.
We're still in the game. But I honestly though, I was looking at EU and I was actually thinking maybe I should short it, because if you look at the 4-hour, like it's hitting. What is this? Oh, look at that. I might have a trade in the EU. Nice. Okay, but yeah, I mean,
Please, gold go up. Okay, everybody, open up your CFD accounts. We are all going long on gold together, and we are going to pump up the price. How about you? Let's do it. Should we put up, pump it up?
What is this? What is this? I don't understand. What's so special about him? Like, why do you want to send profits to Alex when he's the one making all the money? Like, what about me and Victor? Well, what about us? Look at my gold trade. I'm down $200, and you want to send money to Alex? He made 4K today. We get this.
Okay, we can be serious now. Why is it on loop? Turn it off. Okay, there we go. Sorry about the loud music.
Okay, if we break the low right there on EU, we that's probably gonna work out.
Yeah, but I hope so. Otherwise,
Okay, so Sierra says Alex is more likable. Well, I know who's not getting a giveaway today. Let's get that. Let's get that person out. Hey, I might not be likable, but I do have power, right?
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Now we're back to being embarrassed.
Yeah.
This is the roller coaster of a trader, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
All live, raw for you guys to see.
We can sacrifice giveaway for Alex. I feel like I'm. Yeah. All right. Are we really going long on gold? We're kidding. We're not. You're not supposed to like. You're not supposed to be doing what we tell you to do. Like it's.
I'm bringing men out. This is serious. This is.
Yeah.
We need this.
Meh. Is it the meh?
Yeah. We need a meh. We need a meh right now.
Let's do it. Yeah,
Well,
we're going to be sending out all the giveaways. So get understand, there's a lot of giveaways going on. There's a lot of emails to be sending out. So we promise you guys at the end of the week we will have everything covered, everything figured out, and all the emails and everything sent out. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
It's about time. It's about
It's
time.
about time, but,
Oh, look at your NCD. Your NCD is absolutely flying.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah, great.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go long on EU, I think.
Thanks. Well, there you go, guys. You saw a really good trade, and then you saw really. Hold on a second.
Slightly less good trade.
Wait, hold on a second.
Did you close it already?
The mayor works.
Wow.
Mate, honestly, it is just ridiculous.
Holy.
That is why we use mayor. Do you know? I think we've currently got 100% win rate on mayor.
I think so. Yeah, dude. EU is
pretty much. I don't think that me putting the stop loss above the wick, I don't think is going to make much of a difference if it pops up, to be honest. But I will. It will. You can put it above the wick. It's not really going to make a difference. Alex,
does anyone know what he's talking about?
Do you think
it's a personality test?
Yeah, it's a personality test. Maybe that's actually yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I think that's.
I feel like I know the type of trader I am already, and I think you guys probably know. Just super impulsive and do and then think after. That's kind of me. Kind of.
That's the type of trader that we don't want to be trading our money, of impulsive traders.
That's the thing. If it works in your favor, then why not?
Well, I think what we have is I really do think that Daniel Kahneman, I think that wrote the book Thinking Fast and Slow. I really when you look from that perspective, where you you're either a deep thinker or a fast thinker. I mean, deep thinkers they really do tend to be better at swing trading and like macroeconomics and swing trading and like having a bird's eye view of the markets, while a fast thinker is much better at just being on the lower time frames, getting in and out of position. They don't care about the news. They care about the news events, but they don't care what's going on in the macro. They don't care about the interest rates. All they care about is like this level on the 1 minute and things like that, taking quick decisions. And then also, of course, you have different personality traits but I think the personality traits tell us more about Tell us more about if we are easily, can easily get anxious, or if we are more risk averse and things like that. So the different personality traits, they teach us what we should focus on when it comes to like trading psychology and things like that. I mean, if you're a complete psychopath, you probably don't have to focus too much on like taking care of anxiety and things like that, I guess. But it's good. It's good to know. Like if you are that type of person, good to know. It's good to know, I guess.
I'm gonna start.
You mean a psycho?
one there.
Yeah, if you're like if you're a fast thinking psychopath, then scalping is perfect for you. Perfect. That should not be in
This
trading
should not be
psychology.
happening right now. This should be going straight down.
Well,
But
to be fair, it had a big
trading,
wicked
the
upside.
trading plan is trail the mare all the way down. So just like we do with a stop loss, you get the mare, you trail it from each high.
It's looking very strong though. I see your entry short. To me too, that's a great area to go short, Alex. To be fair,
Stop probably is a little bit tight, in all fairness. But we're going to bring Gandalf again, and he's going to help us. Yeah, well, there you go.
Is I'm long EU and my TP is your stop loss.
That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. I'll give you that one. Now I'm just pressing random buttons. Apologies. Yeah, we know EU's bullish.
Thank you.
Just in this session, it's gone up 42 pips.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty bullish. Yeah, pretty strong move. And they ask, why is this person selling at the moment? And I'm asking myself the same question.
no, actually,
Well,
there
to be
is.
fair, I am in the loss.
No, there is definitely reasons why to sell here. I'm only joking. There's definitely a reason why I sold here.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good sell for me as well.
Yeah, this is actually how much are you gonna win on this trade?
The 500. It's like 1-to-1.
You're gonna win 500. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna win 1,200. So maybe we can help each other out. We can split the difference. It's gonna be you know what? No, why should I do that? why should I do that? I'm not gonna give you anything.
Look, this account has got a lot of drawdown to make up for before there's any way of getting any kind of profit payout from this.
Is there anyone we can call? Like maybe someone in the UK?
Yeah, I could call. Oh, hello.
Look at that move! Look at that move!
Oh my god! It's moving.
Like if I get stopped out on this one, that would. I don't know.
Looks very strong though.
This
It
is
looks
what
like
we're
it's.
gonna do.
I'm just gonna set up the giveaway.
Oh,
And
no.
oh, look at that! Hello.
Oh, that's what's happening to me right now. So just make sure you guys subscribe and you like. Oh, here we go.
We're almost at 50k subscribers, guys. So make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. And everyone, remember that this is just the warm up for the Bootcamp Trading Week, which is starting next week on Monday. So make sure you all tune into that one and sign up for the sign up for the Bootcamp Trading Week. You can find the link in the description of this live stream.
Yeah, I think I don't think Mayor is going to hold, guys. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's hovering nicely on that EMA you have there.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to
21
continue to
EMA
go
is
up.
really. Oh god, here we go. Oh, there you go. Go on. Oh.
It's basically the same trade as you have, but I got my TP where you get the stop loss, and my stop loss is where you have your TP. Let's go.
Oh, there you go, giving it all back.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But like we're right at the highs, so we could just get rejected here. Like we could.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's
because my TP is right on that very high of the wick.
You got a W formation. You know, it's not like it's it's fan support. It's break, retest, continuation.
Yeah.
So
come on, hit it.
There you go.
Hit it.
Everybody give a round of applause to Jonathan. Fair play. Took the other side and the.
Well, the TP is not hit yet. We cannot it's too early to celebrate. The TP is not hit.
Do you know, if this person that told me to put the stop loss above the wick saves this trade?
Oh, right. There we go. Nice. All right.
Oh,
what's
I'm still in. Hold on.
What? Really?
Yeah. Look at that.
What if we're both winners? Now you're out.
Okay, now I'm out. Oh, bloody hell. Okay.
All right. So
you guys saw me take profits and then give it all back. So yeah.
You see that if I the only two losers in trade today was on gold, so I gave some back, but back in profit. So that was a good win on EU right there. It's continuing higher. But yeah, I think we want to move into the
giveaway.
Into the giveaway. You know, whenever I'm sitting in my chair, I sit like a shrimp, you know, like a
how does a shrimp? How does a shrimp sit?
Like
give us an example of this shrimp sitting.
I want to see that.
Like this.
How do you do it?
You know, like this. You know. You have to pull that up on full screen as well. God. Not supposed to be swearing, but that was a close one.
Alex YouTube channel. Yeah, this is the YouTube channel.
This is the YouTube channel. Welcome. Welcome to the 5ers YouTube channel. Welcome. This is me. This is Alex.
This is the 5ers.
Alex, he does have a would make a good comedian. I miss myself. I miss, you know.
Yeah, you carry on being your shrimpy self.
I feel like Quasimodo some days.
There's we should get some clippers to clip some of the stuff in this stream. This was one of the more entertaining streams.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things that I'm thinking we might not want to clip.
Alex, you come live every day.
Then we did have a couple of good trades that we should.
Yeah.
But we obviously only have to clip the
only the winners.
Yeah. So we clip the one that I won on, and then we'll clip the one that you won on, and the one that lost on.
Yeah.
I think I
hear that they're coming for you, Alex.
I really appreciate this, but we are live every single day.
Yeah, I love comments like that. Yesterday I asked what do you guys want us to do more of? Like how about live trading? I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. I'm definitely. How do I participate? Well, you know what? Yep. Okay. So how do you participate?
Yeah, that's unfortunately.
Yeah, you're out. So I'm sorry about that. You are out. So anyone that comes in here and you start spamming the chat, like, think for a minute before you do that, because we do have a principle of banning people that do spam the chat. We want to make sure that even though we have hundreds of people in here, we want to make sure that everyone is
enjoying themselves,
enjoying the live stream and is having a good time.
Look at
So
EU now.
no spam. EU. What about EU?
It had a
Wow.
a nice reaction from that order block.
Okay, so if it breaks the lows here, like, there needs to be.
I just got used for liquidity. I was the liquidity that ICT talks about.
Yeah.
Sad.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bring up the the thing that we're doing. What's that noise in the background, Alex? Aren't people supposed to be working?
Yeah, we got dogs and kids.
Dogs and kids?
Yeah, that's the 5ers office. You got dogs, kids, people running around barefoot.
Nice.
No, it's a relaxed office.
Yeah, nice. I love that. We should have a dog on the live stream.
I could bring the dog on the live stream.
Yeah, get the dog on and then like have him press the keyboard and like enter a trade.
Didn't you send me a video of a chicken? That was
chicken. Yeah, and the chicken.
I think you should show us.
What chicken?
Put it up.
What are you guys talking about?
Put it on X. Put it, and let's show everybody. This is an interesting concept. This is called the chicken concept that was created.
I don't think we can do that though, but we'll see if we can. Because it's on X and it's I don't think we can do that.
Yeah,
unfortunately. Yeah, and I can't find it now, but we'll figure something out. Definitely.
Funded chicken. Yes, it's the
funded chicken. So basically, the video is like a chicken is first choosing, like, goes and choose a pair to trade, and then like how big lot size, and then if it wants to long and short, and then I don't know, like choosing the TP or whatever. It's
You're not
insane.
explaining it good.
No, I thought that was
you're not
good.
explaining it. You're not explaining it. Okay, the chicken has got 3 different pots in front of him, or 3 different things, and whatever pot he goes to.
What happened? Where did it go? He explained so well.
I wonder, yeah, the power in the. Okay, nobody needs to know about the chicken funded trader.
Yeah. Okay, so the giveaway. Yeah, I'm just gonna be in the background here setting the giveaway up. And Victor, why don't you do something?
Sure. Let's do something. What I was going to say was at the beginning when why I was also looking at this. Let me check shall I put my screen on?
You shall. Sir.
Yeah, you shall.
Right. Is it visible? Yes, it is. All right. So this move, which Alex caught, very, very nicely done. I was interested in it as well to get in. I didn't get today again. I didn't get to me, I'm not that of impulsive, so I need everything to fall into its place before I take a trade. And even though this, I was interested in this area around here, not around, but between those 2 yellow lines for the reversal to come. To me, it wasn't convincing enough. And the reason that I was interested in that area is the following. And that's the basis of this move, basically, even though it didn't trigger me into the trade. This is the order block that was created, the first order block, the first structure that got my attention, right? That's the first one. That's where the market showed its intention, what it wants to do. The buyers coming in, and they based on the order block that they created, they tell us where they're likely to come back again and buy the market. So the market comes back at the next bar, forms a bearish order block, and that is the basis for the short that Alex took, right? Which is in the opposite direction of the bigger move. However, as it was coming back, let's mark this better. You can go to the H2 and find another order block that was created that was being visited as it was still fresh, right? And that's this movement. This movement, that's the order block that was created. It actually goes much higher, comes back to that order block on the H2, which is within the H4, and that's the move out. That's the follow through that we always talk about. And it happened very beautifully today. And this would be a trade that I'm interested in, right? So, however, on the H1, it wasn't as this would be the H1 order block, which was invalidated before the move actually came, but you had the H2 already. So you could have not had an entry, but be interested, waiting for something to happen between once price gets to that level. And the next step I do is I go to the minutes to get my entry, and that means that I would have to have my entry based on a structure that is within these two lines, right? Which is the overlap of the H2, which was a refinement, and thus within the H4. And to me, it didn't happen. The way I trade the reversals, this is of course a reversal, but it's not a reversal that I would take because. Not because it's not a good one. It just simply my strategy doesn't identify them, doesn't catch them. It doesn't catch them, all of them. So I would be looking for a reversal from here, and I didn't get that, and that's the reason why I didn't participate. And it may sound not so fun because yesterday as well I did not participate in the move that I identified that could happen. Right, this is the quasi that I would be looking for. Right, that's the neckline, and it breaks it, and I would have to wait for it to come back, and it never came back. That's one thing. That's on the 5 minute. Yeah, let's go to let's say to the 1 minute, and when I see this, there wasn't anything that I could trade on. The only thing that I saw was on the 1 minute you had this neckline here. And we did have an area here that was indicated with this order block, which was the entry. But the problem I have is that, and this would be a valid entry were it not for the fact that the entry came at a place below the area of interest. And that's one rule I have. I don't. Can you guys hear me?
Nope.
No, I don't know what you're saying. The giveaway is going on. It's the link in the pinned comment. The secret code is Chicken Trader. You're not supposed to write Chicken Trader in the chat, in the comments, just when hitting the link.
You carry on, Victor, though, because we were listening.
Yes, this is the area of interest, right? Is my screen still visible? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Right. So this is the area of interest, and the idea is that if it is going to make a reversal, this would be the area that it has to tap into first, and then start a reversal. And it actually did that very beautifully, but because of my rules, it doesn't. I'm not triggered into these kind of This is the neckline. That would be the head. It takes out the head and then comes back to an area, right? That the order block comes back to that order block and it moves away very nicely, right? But because of my rules, I don't take this because the reversal and the entry, the structure that I would be taking is below the area of interest, and that's just one thing that I don't take these. But it did present itself if you didn't have that rule, and you would be getting your entry based on this order block, right? This order block. And if you, let's say you got in, I don't know, either within or above it, doesn't really matter, and you have your stop below it, which is the proper way to trade this, either below the order block or below the whole structure, the head of the quasi, and you target something that makes sense, let's say on the 1 hour, and you have yourself your TP, right? If that would be my first TP, which would be based on, let's say, the 1 hour, and the 1 hour is this order block, which is the area we talked about, right? So that would be the initial basic setup out of this, even though it didn't trigger me because of specific rules that I have. The other TP would be the top of the whole structure, the last high basically, and that hasn't been hit yet. But I mean, you guys get the point. This is something that is very interesting, but I personally don't trade every reversal. I select the ones that to me are they have better potential, better profit potential. This one did perform very nicely, though, I must admit, Alex. And actually, your entry is in that order block, isn't it? Could you check for a little bit where your entry was?
Yeah, no, it was the break in the retest. So it was right there. We've lost Victor.
I'm here.
Okay.
What you mentioned on the break and retest? So it was. Where was it exactly? What level?
So you had the break of the range. If you go onto a 1 minute.
This is the 1 minute.
Oh. So it would have been. Let me just pull it up here. Let me just pull you up.
You can see as well, right? How it reacts to that order block on these retests. It's just beautiful. I mean, if anyone thinks order blocks don't work, I mean, just look at this.
That's the 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was what it's 8150.
8150. Okay, so that's a little bit higher. Yeah, your entry would have been. Let me see. Your entry is this. That would have been is 50. You said so a little bit one pipette lower, right there. And if this is something that I would be trading, I would be of course putting my stop beyond that line of defense, which is that order block below us, below price. Which was actually the reason for the right shoulder, right? This is the left, and either this is the head, this is the right shoulder, and this is the mitigation of that order block that was created. And you can, if you have if you're doing a top-down analysis and you have higher time frame on your side, you can target structures much higher, perhaps an order block from the left, and get yourself some massive targets. I mean, these targets that I just mentioned are only based on today's price action, but you can, of course, use other structures much higher than to target STP.
I think this screen has frozen, Victor, so maybe you have to reload the screen.
How do on YouTube we give people accounts? I see like loads of community icons that you can give to people on
YouTube. Yeah, we can do that. I think what we have to do is we have to create some sort of YouTube community, but we can definitely play around with that, see if we can utilize that in a sense, because it would be pretty cool to give certain roles and badges to our returning viewers.
Yeah, 100%. We've got so many of you here that always turn up and always spend time with us trading. So we'll look into that and give you guys some badges and stuff.
This user comments on the fact that my rules are, strict, they are rigid, and they limit me in a way you could say from profit. But I don't mean that you said it that way, Gary, but it is true. It is something that limits me the number of trades, but that's something that I consciously planned it to be. I don't want to be in every trade, every opportunity. I just want to be selective and trade the ones that I that I have a lot of data on, and it's specific. In this case, I one of the rules that I have is I don't trade a. Yes, if everything is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Um, the thing is, yeah, I don't trade structures that are below the area of interest, and they work as well. However, that's just a rule that keeps me a very specific, and it helps me my consistency to have the same very specific type of setups to be trading, and I like it that way. It's not always as easy because sometimes it gets harder because you'll have less trades, and you'll have to put more effort in to be selective and not trade. But it's good for it's the right balance for me for on a mindset point of view. So I like your take there when you say there will always be other opportunities, because that's so very true. We don't have to rush anything. You don't have to take every opportunity you see. There's plenty of opportunities out there.
Yep.
Very
100%.
true. Okay, guys, are you ready for perhaps doing the giveaway? We had a comment from Andre saying he doesn't like me selecting the winners. It's unfair. Well, to be fair, Andre, I think you won 3 times with that. So so I don't know. Like, I think you were the one who won the most accounts. So
Wow, EU now coming down, huh? That was it. That was the move.
2 times. Well, that's still pretty good.
Look at the 1 minute on EU, Victor.
1 minute, okay, 1 minute on EU.
And I'm not selecting the winners. The Gleam is selecting the winners like automatically. I'm not selecting the winners. And today we'll be doing the live draw. I won't be selecting anything.
Well, there's something else that I didn't. I only talked about the reason why I was looking for a long here, and I didn't get one, which is actually was so far and has been most likely is the move of the day. So I don't think it's going to reverse that very easily. That was the move, taking out that low. And then going into the other direction. But there is, however, a structure that I was also looking into, and that's the reason why I agree with the short on with Alex, because we have in the process of the buy setup that was forming, we did form a bearish structure, and price, even though it may not change the direction of for many days or many bars, price will have some kind of reaction of order blocks typically. So this is the H4, right? I'm going to make the other ones smaller so it doesn't obstruct our view. We have that order block. We go to the H2, and I don't see anything. I go to the H1, and I do have that order block on the H1. We talked about how it reacted, and with the flood of the line of defense being breached. So we do have an area, right, here of where price could reverse from. The only problem I have with this is it's a little bit too wide. It's 24 pips, if I'm not mistaken, and that's beyond the limits of what I consider a good order block. It needs to be in good relative size to the daily ATR. And this is a bit too much for me, but it is still an order block, and price does react to them. If you go to the lower time frames, you can spot yourself a nice quasi, right? That's the quasi.
Yeah, the one
there. That's
1
the
minute
head.
had a quasi as well.
Yep, you have the quasi, and then price. What does price come back to? That order block, which I saw on the 3 minute, and that's a very nice order block to be trading. And you can take this and only take the TP based on just this structure, and even. And you can leave a portion off because it's in the process on the higher time frames. Let me get this wrong. There we go. If you think about it, right, on the higher time frames, we were in a downtrend, right, and everything we've seen so far is a in attempt of price to reverse, we took out the neckline, we came down, and this is supposed to be continuing. That's the quasi on the H4, the bullish reversal. But that needs, if this is true, if this is going to be continue to do that pattern and finishing it off, it should break this order block. Of course, this is a bearish order block, right? So in the case it doesn't do that, it means the whole structure becomes is not certain anymore. That means that you could strategically be targeting way lower, because if this structure, if the whole pattern is going to fail, although it's already very nicely, it reacted, but it's supposed to have followed through. If it doesn't have follow through, meaning it's not going to break this order block, then the opposite might be true, meaning that the whole structure will eventually break and go much lower. If that is if you have that in mind strategically, you can leave something open longer than just the day trade, right? So if you go to the day trade, would be, of course, just to target something in here, just there where price, where the impulsive move started. But you could consider putting a TP much lower, at least a partial, if the H4 doesn't get break today, broken. By the what I mean is this: the H4, this order block, right? This order block needs to be broken based on the reversal pattern we have. And if it fails in doing that, then you're in a very nice trade, which has a huge profit potential as well. And we're right there, right here, right? It's against the momentum, so it's a low probability trade. But if you can get this, that's the profit the potential that I see with Alex, your entry, because you're getting in. We're at that specific sweet spot where you could be targeting something much lower. And this is just a day trade, and maybe for an overnight, and potentially going much, much lower, because you got in right at that extreme point of that order block that was supposed to be broken but didn't, that failed to be broken.
Yeah, and the signs of it coming down as well on the 1 minute, just beautiful. You just have it's made that kind of structure like that, then broke that structure, retested that shoulder, which you could call is also like a Quasimodo, because you would just take, obviously, if I get rid of all of these EMAs, it's quite a nice pattern. It's quite a nice pattern as well, and you can see it on so many different things. The Quasimodo pattern. Oh wow! And there's me just breaking screen. Obviously, price comes back into that shoulder all the time. You even saw it on Bitcoin as well. And to be honest, aiming for the 200 EMA where you've got all of that gap, that is just a really nice trade. You see how it as well retest, break, retest, continuation. That's a super nice trade you could have taken on the 1 minute. But it's a shame we didn't wait for it to actually get full confirmation. But if we take crypto, you see it see the same Quasimodo types of things as well. You've got a really nice one. When I was looking at these the other day, just right here, because I don't really trade Quasimodos, but they really do have some really nice trades.
Yes,
obviously that is on a weekly, and again, coming back onto the shoulder, you would have gotten into a really, really nice short on there. But again, that's a weekly, and those are really position trades and things like that. But
guys, I think we have to start with the giveaway. I have a suggestion. If you guys in the comment could, guys watching could comment. Do you want Alex to do a full top-down analysis of Bitcoin, or should we just go straight into the giveaway?
Giveaway. I have to go.
Yeah, let's do.
People want the giveaway. They don't want to listen to me.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Let's do the giveaway. Right.
Wait, hold on.
Ready?
Wait.
Wait, Andre, did you win again? Like
Who?
Andre, the guy who said like it's not fair that I
So you
pick.
click recap winner. Just do
Yeah.
it
So
again.
Andre, but just to make sure, Andre, we have to make sure that people are not winning, over and over again, and so we will repick that one. Is this you though? I believe it is.
Yeah, you should be able to see. Don't. Yeah, just repick the one winner though.
Yeah.
Well done, everybody. Congratulations.
Indeed. Congratulations.
All right,
for all
these
the
are all the
winners.
winners. Now, if you did win, we will be getting. We'll be sending out. Can I get hoodies instead? So this is what happened last time, Andre. We've talked about this, right? We've talked about this. Same thing happened last time, and I did promise you to get something done with the hoodies and everything when we have all of that set up. Not sure why you keep winning all the time, though. We got to talk about that.
How many entries have you got?
I don't know, man. Like he probably been here many times, but he's he's been here since the very beginning. So we got to take care of you. We are going to take care of you.
We're gonna have to do badges, community badges for YouTube.
Dude, I like that you made $100 on, but that was not a call. I'm not sure what call you're talking. Like this is not a signal service. This is not meant for us to give you trade setups to trade. Like I'm very happy that you made money on that one, but it's very important that you do your own analysis, do your own research on the trades that you're taking. Only this is only educational. Only for educational purposes. We do not provide any financial advice or anything like that. And yes, Andre, I think a lot of people are interested in your trading strategy when it comes to the giveaways. All right, guys, thanks for joining, and don't forget you have to sign up for the Bootcamp Trading Week that is starting next week. The signups are now open, and if you want to be able to buy a 20K Bootcamp account for only $10, you have to sign up for that event. I know a lot of people have been talking about the assignments that I need to do assignments, but guys, we're not asking you to spend 10 hours a day. We're asking you to spend a couple of minutes a day doing the assignments, okay? It's not going to be complicated. It's just going to be stuff that you already know about, but it's good to be reminded of the stuff that's important. Okay, guys? Take care, everyone, and see you next week.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Now make sure you like and subscribe, and most of all go into the YouTube and check our other content that we provide here at The 5ers. We'll see you in the next one.